Hey, what's up guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Mamadou Diallo. If we never met before guys, full-time real estate investor. I've done it all, buy and holds, fix and flips, raising private capital. And today, right now, you're about to hear a call that I made to a real estate agent actually that have a property that is being listed on the market for 6 months and over. Is not selling, everybody's calling them, giving them a lowball offer. And his seller is the typical seller that is super unreasonable. And so my acquisition actually was about to give up on this lead. Reason being is because the follow-up was taking too long. So I just told him, hey, let me just talk to the real estate agent. And guys, it's funny, you guys gonna see, like I had to double dial this guy 7 times the first time that I talked to him. Because my acquisition was telling me that he's not picking up his phone no longer. And so I had to dial him, like I told my acquisition, okay, let me call him. I dialed him once, 7 times, guys. At the 7th time mark, he literally picked up, had a great conversation. So now you guys gonna hear a call where he's overthinking a little bit. The creative finance that I offered him is overthinking, so I'm kind of breaking down for him and dumbing it down. So it's a really great call. I hope you guys enjoy.
Hey.
Mr. Adam.
What's going on?
Good, how are you?
Not too bad.
Sorry, bro. I had a speaking engagement in Jacksonville yesterday, so I was very busy.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
So I spoke with. So like I said, it's been tough for me to try to figure out how to actually make this work. So your title company said that we needed a contract.
Yes.
But there's no offer to purchase for us to do where those numbers line up. So I called the real estate commission to find out what I can do. They told us to have the title company draw the attorney.
Guys, this is a real estate agent way overthinking how to draft up a contract for a subject to agreement.
And that you and the seller agree with. Because our standard offer to purchase doesn't support what we are trying to do. Does that make sense?
No, not really, brother, because I think in a way we're way overthinking it, because there's 2 documents with this purchase when you're selling it this way. There is technically no purchase price, because the purchase price is subject to the purchase price is really the underlying loan. Everything else, yep. The money to you and the money to the seller, so it's cash to seller and then commission to agent and then closing costs. That's it, right? So like usually every single agent we've worked with nationwide is their purchase and sale agreement is mainly for the disclosures, how many days of inspections, earnest money, and that's it. We draft the addendum for the subject to language and attach it to your realtor agreement and send it to title. I've never had any issues with it, so I'm confused where you guys are stuck.
I mean, I have tried every single thing to try to put it in the offer to purchase, but they have told me that the language in our offer to purchase doesn't support what we are trying to do.
Yeah, that's why the addendum, Adam, like we have to create an addendum with the subject to language. You guys don't have that in your purchase and sale agreement. So typically, you receive your purchase and sale agreement with all the disclosures. Like I said again, inspection and all of that is in your realtor's, paperwork that you typically use. And then with that, we have to attach an addendum, the subject to addendum, that basically have all the subject to language. And then, saying, hey, we're taking over the mortgage. Seller understand we're not assuming the loan. We're just taking over the payments, blah, blah, blah. All these 2 documents have to be sent together to title. You see what I mean? So
you're telling me I'm overthinking it. I'm telling you that I'm not. Like, I'm just trying to do things the right way. So if my real estate commission is telling me it cannot be a standard offer to purchase, that I need to have an attorney draw the terms and agreements of what it is that we're trying to do here, that I can't go against my commission.
No. But what I'm saying, Adam, we already have what they're asking you to draft. We already have it drafted. You just have to go with your standard purchase and sale agreement. Typically, we have a lot of disclosures in it, right?
They have certain disclosures that we can check off.
Exactly.
But we can't leave the purchase price blank.
Yeah, no, you can put the purchase price, but the purchase price is the underlying mortgage, the cash to seller, and then everything else is just your commissions, because the closing cost doesn't go in there.
Right.
That's the purchase price. My purchase price is the underlying mortgage plus cash to seller plus your commissions. That's my purchase price. That's what I'm saying. So
the purchase price should be a total of all those things combined.
Yes.
Because it's basically like you're paying the seller to have the seller pay me.
Exactly.
Basically.
Yes, which is the seller is paying you because is the seller's agent. He's the one that's supposed to pay you. So the purchase price is the underlying mortgage. So you need an exact loan statement because you gotta have the exact loan amount, current loan amount, and then you add it up with.
I need the payoff.
Exactly, you need a payoff. So you need the payoff, and then you add up the money to the seller plus your commission. That is the purchase price, and everything else is just closing costs.
And then the addendum.
And then the addendum. The addendum is what's gonna have all the subject to language, which I think my assistant already sent you the addendum. It literally just says, yeah, that's it. These are I mean, like nationwide, I've never had any issues with any title company closing with those two things.
Have you done anything in North Carolina that because North Carolina uses the same offer to purchase? Have you done any transactions in North Carolina that you'd be able to send me?
No, I can send you. In North Carolina, I've only done seller finance, but the subject to, I have my friend Chad Glover. He's closed over like 20 subject twos here in North Carolina. He's the one who referred me to the the attorney. I can have him send me an example of exactly what it looks like, and you have it there. But it's just those two documents. That's it. So, but as far as like how you when I say you overthinking, I'm not saying that in the wrong way. It's like the purchase price is just the underlying mortgage, so you need a payoff. And remember, at title, when they pull title, they're gonna have to request a payoff anyway. We have to have a payoff. And then so the purchase price is the payoff plus this cash to seller plus your commission. That's it.
And it shouldn't be any issues because the payoff is good for 30 days. We'll be closing in less than 30 days.
Exactly. Does that make sense? And because it's a subject to deal, when the attorney sees that the deal is a subject to, they already know exactly what we're doing, because they're just gonna be like, oh, okay, so he's taking over the underlying loan and this extra cash is just going to the seller and the agent. And then we just need to add specifically in the agreement how much is going to the agent and how much is going to the seller. So that's just for instructions for title when they're wiring the information. I mean the money. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm just because I was curious. I said, I know that you're not concerned about.
He's way overthinking the paperwork.
I'm like, the number doesn't add up to 279.9 that you're saying. Okay, we're gonna. Like, you don't mind taking over the payments, but that means that we're not selling it for $279.9. We're selling it for whatever he owes on the mortgage, plus the $36 that you're going to give him, plus the commission.
Right.
The commission is going to have to be a flat fee because there's no.
Right.
It's not going to be a percentage because.
Right.
The percentages of the sales of the actual listing price.
Yes. That's it. That's the purchase price. That's what I'm buying the house for.
Yeah.
That's it.
Okay.
So for the title company, for them, we just need to add in the additional terms and conditions that, hey, this is the X amount that is going to the realtor and this is the X amount that is going to the seller, and that's it.
Okay. Yeah, he put in for a 3-month forbearance just to give us
this is a property that he's had on the market for over 6 months. And is not selling, and he's still overthinking this stuff.
He was like, he doesn't want to pay. He doesn't want to, pay any more money towards the mortgage if he doesn't have to. I said, we'll get it locked. I said, we'll get it locked up. I'm not concerned about that.
When you say he's in forbearance, does that mean he's behind on a few payments?
No. He's not. He's up.
Are you at a childcare? Like, is that a noise behind you?
Yeah, I know. It's my kids right here. I just sat them down with some food.
Oh, okay. How many kids you have?
I have 3. Well, I have 5.
Damn, bro.
Two are older. They're 18 and 15, but they live in Texas with their mother.
Oh, got it.
I have 3 here with me that are. One's gonna be 2, and the other 2 are gonna be 4 in July.
Bro, I want 7 kids, so my house is gonna be worse. I have 2 already, so.
Open your toy.
Yeah, but does it make sense that when I say you overthinking it, is like that's just how to do it?
Yeah. Like I said, I just couldn't, because I'm sitting here trying to talk to my broker in charge, telling them, hey, this is what we're doing.
He's talking to his brokerage. They don't know shit about subject to transactions. Yeah, so the problem is, Adam, like, your brokers, they don't know this transaction. Like, they've never done it, so they cannot answer your question.
This is a learning step for me, but now that I know, and once I go through it, then I'll know. It's not gonna be a
I can literally show you all the subject twos we close with realtors, not in North Carolina, but in like Atlanta, Las Vegas, and all of that. But it's all the same shit. It's all the same thing.
I know that, but here's the problem, and I'm only telling you this so that like I said, once I know, it's gonna be easier for me to continue to work with you. We won't have this problem again. But I only tell you because North Carolina they tell you that if you take the North Carolina North Carolina is so strict compared to any other real estate market. It's just how it is.
Okay.
They tell you that if you could take the North Carolina real estate exam and pass it here, you can go anywhere and pass it.
Right.
That's how it's full of shit, the North Carolina real estate.
Yeah, no, I know that, but what I'm saying is this, because every state have rules and regulations when it comes to the real estate license and paperwork, right? But here's what I'm saying, as far as like the purchase price on the subject to, I don't care what state you go, it's the same thing. The purchase price is always the underlying mortgage plus whatever cash I'm giving to the seller, plus if there is a realtor, whatever cash I'm giving them, plus let's say there was a wholesaler in the middle, whatever cash I'm giving to the wholesaler, that have to go in my purchase price too. Does that make sense? So yeah. So the purchase price doesn't change. Everything else I know it can change. That's what I mean by that. Okay. All right. Got it. So I can literally and I will call Chad today. He will give me specifically, because this is North Carolina. Like he's closed dozens of them. He will literally send me closing DAX that is closed on sub twos. But mainly all you want to see is the realtor purchase and agreement, how it was done, plus the addendum. Basically, that's it, right? But the bottom line is our purchase price is exactly what I told you right here. That's the purchase price.
I got you.
Okay.
All right. I appreciate it.
So, but I didn't grasp for the forbearance. Did you say he's behind or he's not behind?
No, he's not behind. He's not behind.
Oh, okay, okay. No. He just filed for
that because yes, he just filed for it. They haven't even approved it yet. They just,
Yeah, because that's why I was about to laugh when he said if I don't sell it, I'm gonna burn up the house. Because I was like, if you burn up this house, like 3 months later, they're gonna foreclose on you because you cannot afford keep making these payments on a vacant house. There's no way you can keep doing that, But anyway, but yeah. So the thing is, like, we use private money, right? So like sometimes if we take long time, like we deploy the capital, then we have to reconsider the cash we bring to the table, because if like the private lender I have right now have about 50 grand. If they go ahead and invest in another deal, now I gotta go to another private lender. If they only have 30, then it's like, hey guys, I can no longer do what we spoke about, So that's the only thing with that. So let me know what we're doing next, but I'll send you what you need. I'll call Chad literally when I'm done here. I'm still in Jacksonville, but I'll try to get it to you, Max, tomorrow in your email.
Okay.
All right.
I appreciate it.
All right, brother. All right. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. So this guy have this property listed for over 6 months. He's not selling. By the way, he's an amazing agent. We love working with real estate agents. We love paying them. That's not the issue. The main thing is he's overthinking. So he's going to his brokerage. The property haven't sold for 6 months. Nobody can buy cash because obviously they're asking retail. This seller bought this property 1 year ago, 2 years ago. So obviously there is no equity right now. He's almost negative equity, right? And this is a FHA loan. And so I explained to him the subject to concept where we come in, we buy the property, have the seller leave the mortgage on their name, and we just take over the responsibility of the monthly payments, right? So he understood it, he liked it. The problem now is putting the agreement in place where this realtor is confused. His name is Adam, amazing human being. Where he's confused is, well, typically with a real estate agent, when I make an offer to a real estate agent, the way I make a cash offer is I write up the offer, and my purchase price is obviously my offer is the purchase price, whatever I'm buying it at, okay? So he's not grasping in his head on a subject to transaction. We have it listed for $279, but if I think about how much the seller still owe, he still owe almost $279. That's obviously not the purchase price because you're paying me and you're giving some cash to the seller to move on, right? So, but it's really simple. You take the underlying mortgage, let's say hypothetically it's $279. You add it up. Let's say I'm giving you $10,000 on your commission. That's already $289, right? $279, $289, yes. Let's say I'm giving the seller $10,000 as well, right? That's $299. That's the purchase price. That's what I'm buying the property for. Except at title, because over there we have the subject to language, the title company understands that, because they're gonna request a payoff from the lender, and they're gonna see, the underlying debt is $279. This is a subject to transaction. So basically the buyer is taking over the $279, and all the excess cash is what's going to the realtor and the seller. And we just need to be very specific in that purchase and sale agreement, add in additional terms and conditions that, hey, 10K is to go to Adam from Realty XP, and then 10K is to go to the seller. It's that simple. I mean, it's simple for me because I know, but if you ask a broker, your broker, as a realtor, if you ask your broker to help you with this, they don't do creative finance. They won't be able to help you, all right, guys? So don't overthink this stuff. It's really simple. And you guys remember, an agreement really, like, when it comes to real estate, I could literally write this thing on a napkin if I wanted to. Because what is an agreement? Unless you're working with a real estate agent, I know that's regulated, but I'm talking in general. If I'm dealing with off-market, guys, don't overthink this stuff because I can just write it in a napkin. What is really the purchase and sale agreement for? What is the contract for? The contract is really just a set of instructions for the title company. It's just telling the title company that, hey, we have an interest on this house. We're buying it for this price. We want to close on this date. Can you please do the title search? This is the money going to X, Y, and Z. That's it. It's just instructions to the title company. The title company is not going to take your purchase and sale agreement and go record it at the county. They don't record a purchase and sale agreement. They will do the title search and then draft all the closing documents. The deed gets signed and all this stuff. Those are the documents that the title company is going to take to the county and record, not your purchase and sale agreement. Your purchase and sale agreement is just for instruction purposes. Does that make sense, guys? If it does, please leave a comment below and let me know.